Hey everyone, it's Tracy Martirani here from Holistic Wellness with Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Today, I wanted to bring you a quick and easy herbal remedy for, I would say, everything hair related. It's great for dandruff as it relieves dry skin. It's just great for your hair in general. It increases volume, makes it shiny, just makes your hair look nice. Today I'm making an herbal scalp rinse. You could probably call it a conditioner, but scalp rinse is really a little more appropriate. The base of it is apple cider vinegar, the raw, unfiltered, the good stuff. We're just going to take this and essentially make a tea out of it using some herbs that are good for dry skin, that are moisturizing and soothing. Now, the herbs are chamomile because it's soothing, it's good for dry skin. Calendula, it's soothing and good for dry skin. And rosemary, which is soothing and good for dry skin. Now, the rosemary, I say it's soothing, but it also does have sort of an energetic quality, which people have said it helps your hair to grow thicker. I don't know if that is true, but it certainly can't hurt. So the herbs themselves are wonderful for the health of our scalp, the health of our hair, but what about the apple cider vinegar? Apple cider vinegar is just one of those miracle ingredients, isn't it? It's good for everything. It is anti-inflammatory. So if you do have dandruff or dry, itchy scalp, it sort of calms things down. It also can help with volume because it pulls away some of the residue, the shampoo and conditioner that you use. It leaves a little bit behind and you get this buildup. The apple cider vinegar will help relieve that buildup and remove some of that stuff that just weighs your hair down. Now, it might take a couple times, and I noticed the first time I used it, I actually felt like as I combed my hair out afterwards, that I almost had to rewash my hair because it just like there was grit. And I realized that is actually the buildup that it was pulling off of my hair and my scalp. So the first time I used it, I did shampoo, rinse with it, shampoo, and then rinse with it again, and all was well. The other thing apple cider does is it soothes the cuticles of your hair, adding a little shine. So we're talking thicker hair, no dry scalp, shiny, volumizing. Why wouldn't you want to try it? Oh, I almost forgot. Really easy to make. To start, I am going to bring my apple cider vinegar up to an almost boil. So I'm using this mason jar where I'm going to steep my tea just to measure out how much apple cider vinegar I want. I want enough just to be sure that I'm going to be able to cover the herbs. Then I put the vinegar in my little pan and turn on the heat and let that warm up. The herbs that I'm using are chamomile, calendula, and then a little bit of rosemary. I'm using about a couple tablespoons of each. You don't have to be too precise here. If I only had rosemary like from my spice rack, I would just pour maybe a tablespoon into my hand. The rosemary, a little bit is going to go a long way, so you probably need a little less rosemary than the other herbs. Someone should remind me to invest in a funnel. Okay, I have a funnel, I just choose not to use it. I'm putting my herbs into this jar. And then you can see my apple cider vinegar is steaming away in the background, nice and hot. I'm going to pour that hot vinegar over the herbs. And then just give it a little stir to make sure the herbs are well submersed. And now this just has to sit I'm loosely placing the top on. It's going to sit for about 2 days. You could get away with less, you could get away with more. And for the record, just to note, you could also change up the herbs here. If you don't have a lot of herbs in your pantry, you could get away with just using a bag of chamomile tea or just a little bit of rosemary. I know not everyone has calendula on hand, although you can easily grow it in your garden. After the 2 days have passed, actually it was 3, I'm just straining out my apple cider vinegar using a mesh strainer and a little bit of cheesecloth, rinsing the chunks of herbs back out of my jar because that's where I'm going to store the extra, because I really only need about 2 tablespoons of the vinegar at a time. So I measure out my 2 tablespoons and then I'm just putting the rest in the jar to use at a later date. And I'm going to mix up my rinse in this squeeze bottle. I like the squeeze bottle because that nice tip can easily get the cider down to your scalp. You can also just put this in a plastic cup and pour it over your hair. I just find I like to be able to aim it more towards my scalp. So it's simply about 1 cup of water to about 2 tablespoons of vinegar. A little bit more or less, it's all good. I'm just pouring it into my plastic squeeze bottle, and this will go into my shower, and I can use it every day to rinse my scalp. Sometimes I do like to follow by putting a little conditioner in the ends of my hair, but play with it and see how your hair reacts, and then you can decide if you need the extra conditioner or not. And then just be sure to label your leftovers so that you know what it is in a few weeks when you need to refill your bottle. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will make your own herbal scalp rinse at home. Thanks so much. Have a great day.